knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look at Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Panda Grizzly Show. I am Brian the Grizzly here with Baron and Grant. How are you guys feeling?
Better. A lot better.
Had a good night's sleep after Sunday. Had a good night's sleep.
You guys are ready to admit that you guys are wrong?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm happy I'm wrong.
I'm glad I was wrong.
Please,
Big haters.
because the way we were sliding, I'm happy.
You guys are haters. That's all it was. Haters. Haterade. Unbelievable.
No, keep it
Fair
I call being a Bears fan.
No. That's fair weather fans. You got to stick with us through thick and thin. And I picked the Cowboys too. So, guys, I am so happy after seeing that game. It was an exciting game. The offense looked like they were clicking on most of all this stuff that struts in there. They're doing really, really well. They were calling good plays. They were showing they have the ability to do some things that are a little bit different. It looked like a Ben Johnson offense for the first time. We still had a lot of mistakes. We left a lot of points out there on the field, but it looked like a good game and a good game plan. So that's encouraging. But before we start saying all this stuff, I wanted to start it off with a video, and we can enjoy this, sit back and relax and look at it not being us. So here we go.
Yay.
We go, baby. Matt Eberflus revenge game. Did our defense actually get a 3-0? I like how this game's going. Let's go, Javonte Williams. Wait, how does Chicago have the ball now? Tyreek Stevenson just grabbed the ball from Javonte Williams? Why is Roma Dunze wide open? Defense picking up right where they left off. 7-0 Bears. Did CeeDee Lamb just get injured? Our season's over. Hand the ball to Javonte Williams, not CeeDee Lamb. Brandon Aubrey, automatic. 7-3 boys. They're running a flea flicker? Luther Bird in the third's wide open. 14-7. Our secondary is utter and complete trash. Rob! What are you doing, Malik Hooker? We're trading field goals for touchdowns. Okay. 14-6. Our defense got another 3-0? Our defense is so unpredictable. George Pickens one-handed catch. Touchdown. Let's go. Point conversion. Good. Tie game. 14-14. Can we stop playing around now? It's the Bears. Why is DeAndre Swift wide open? 41 yards. I hate our defense. At least we held them to a field goal. And we go 3-and-out. Why is Luther Bird in the third wide open again? Bruh. It's really 24-14 at the half. Against the 0-2 Bears. At least we get the ball to start the half. And we're punting. Our offense without CeeDee Lamb is like our defense without Micah Parsons. How many end rounds are we going to get beat on? Is Kenny Clark down now? We really let the Bears march down the field and score a touchdown on 4th down. Why is DJ Moore wide open in the end zone? What type of defense is that? And Dak throws an interceptions right off the hands of Pickett. Watch them blame Dak for that. Dak throws another interception on the goal. Okay, that one was on him. Did they really put Joe Milton in the game? So we're just giving up now. And Joe Milton throws an interception. We really lost to the Bears. I see why the Bears fired Eberflus. We need to follow suit. You can't trade Micah Parsons a week before the season opens and place the blame for failure entirely on the DC. Watch me. The first game, Caleb Williams hasn't been sacked in his career. Okay. CeeDee's out 4 to 6 weeks. Season's over. Jerry Jones says we're still a playoff team. I thought I was delusional. Why do I watch football? There's so many other things I could be doing. At least the Packers lost. Next week is going to suck. I already know it.
Doesn't that sound? Isn't that fun when it's not us? Isn't it? Yeah. It's just fun when you see someone else is in pain and they also happen to the Packers lost. I felt warm inside when I watched it, and I wanted to share that warmth with you guys.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome because it's also funny because the same CeeDee Lamb, it was an interview over in the offseason, and he was like, name me a bad team. He was trying not to say the Bears, but then he ended up saying the Bears. So it was a good bulletin board material that we went out there and took care of business.
Didn't take none of that. It was Noah Sewell just going ahead and say, "I'm going to roll up on your ankle," because after you got almost getting stiff arm.
Yeah. So it's good that we took care of business, though. Did what we had to do. Like you said, we still left a lot of points on the board. We could have scored maybe 40, 50 points against that defense. But like I said,
I'm pretty sure if they would have put us out there with 8 other players, we could have probably scored a couple points on that. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. Yeah.
All right, Baron, what's your thoughts on the game overall?
Even though I personally thought the offense played amazing, we still played. I think we played mid. We played mid, and the offense was amazing.
Okay.
Like for like a couple drives, we had points on the board that we missed. But if our offense looks like that and it's not even close to max potential, okay, what do we look like when everything's working? When everything gets cleaned up?
When Caleb could actually read the field and throw to the open guy and not just always default to Rome Odunze.
Yeah. Rome Odunze or feels like this week, Luther Burden.
So Luther Burden was open on these plays. I don't think he defaulted to Luther Burden. He only just threw it when he was open. But when he's in trouble, he throws at Odunze no matter what, no matter what's going on.
And he missed him on a couple of them still that he was open on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was Caleb Williams by far his best game. Okay. Do you guys, either one of you guys, know what Caleb Williams' passing rating was for this week?
142.3.
142.6. Yes, the highest Bears quarterback since November 11, 2018. Do you know what game that was?
Was that the Trubisky against the?
Wasn't the Tampa Bay. It was Detroit. It was
Detroit. I was gonna say against the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. Yep, that's the game. Okay, so we also had 4 takeaways.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, especially with a defense who we're still listening. 2 of our top 3 DBs were all out. We're out still. Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon. Jalen Johnson's going to be out probably, I'm going to guess, till week 12 to 14 if he comes back at all this season. He just had surgery for his groin problem. Then we have, Kyler Gordon. I don't know exactly what's going on. He still has to practice. But somehow we held on, and I'm impressed about that. We also did without TJ Edwards.
Yeah.
So the defense should not have been able to do anything.
Yeah.
That long drive we had.
The 19-play one?
19-play drive. They finally threw the ball to DJ Moore. You saw how Caleb was kind of messing with DJ Moore, and then DJ Moore was like, yeah, and then he was like, yeah, I still don't want to get the ball. I feel like that's kind of like we're still waiting for the other shoe to drop. I want to see if they can continue this unbelievable run, but do you believe we can do this again?
I mean, against the Raiders, I think it's possible.
The Raiders.
They can't run. They can't run the football. With Ashton Jeanty, but they can't run the football.
I saw a stat about the Raiders' run offense that Ashton Jeanty has run for 144 yards this season.
Total.
Yeah.
145 yards he has after contact.
Yeah, they're that bad.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, it's 145 yards after contact, at only having 144 all yards, rushing yards this season. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're 30th in run offense, and their right tackle is really bad. From what I read, their right tackle is really bad. So if you're asking the question, can we repeat this when an all effort like we had against the Cowboys? This is a prime opportunity, because I told people before that with the Cowboys defense, the way it looked the first 2 weeks of the season, this was a get-right game for us. You know how Detroit had a get-right game?
You said we're going to lose.
No,
I know here on this channel that said the Bears were going to win was this man right here, Martin. He's not even a Bears fan. He was like, I think the Bears could do something for the Cowboys. Martin's the only one I know.
I picked them to lose. I picked the Bears to lose, but I saw the trending way of the Cowboys defense, how bad it looked, especially without Michael Parsons.
I didn't even have it close. I had it like I said, Aubrey might win it at the last second. At least I had it close no matter what. You guys had the Bears losing. Who said 28-14? Someone said 33-14. Like it was awful.
I think I said it was a close. No, I said 27-24.
Yes, I had it as a shootout. I
said 27-24. We were gonna lose by a field goal with that kicker they got. That's what I said.
Yep. Same thing.
Okay. Likely story. What would it take for the Bears to actually be able to repeat that story? This is the first. Well, I think the biggest thing would be sacks allowed. This is the first game that they have not permitted a sack since 2023, November 2023 against the Panthers. The first time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that against Max Crosby, but if we do, there's chances we will probably win this game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think this game right here, the defense played their hearts out. But the interesting stat to me was Tyreek Stevenson. He got torched against Detroit, and he stepped up.
But it's easy to do that when you're not going against CD Lamb,
right? But he still had
facing Jordan Pickens. They're still facing Jordan Pickens.
Yeah, and he still had a 39.6 rating thrown when he's thrown his way. So and then the fumble with Javonte Williams, that was an effort play. That shows that when he is all in mentally, he could be a really good player for us. But that's the key with him. Is he which Tyreek Stevens are you going to get? The guy that
he might be a big pickup for IDP this week.
Yeah,
as far as fantasy football.
Yeah,
I've him on 2 of my teams. So
if he can just keep this up, that would be that can at least put a Band-Aid on it to when Kyler Gordon gets back and if and when Jalen Johnson plays this season.
I don't know Nashawn Wright could hold up the entire
season. I don't know. He was getting when George Pickens was on when Nashawn was on George Pickens, he was getting torched.
Yeah.
He was getting Swiss cheesed out there. So
all right. Let me throw you guys a couple more numbers real quick so we can wrap this game up in a little bow. Cole Kmet is now tied for the league, the lead for tight end touchdowns in Chicago Bear history. Who is he tied with? Greg Olsen.
Yeah, Greg Olsen did have a lot.
Yeah. So he's tied for second. Ditka's number one. Ditka's number one still. Which Bears had Bear had 2 interceptions this game?
Tremaine
Edmonds had a hell of a game.
19 tackles, right?
Yep. Unbelievable game. He really played well, especially when you have our number one with TJ Edwards out. He actually made plays, so that was interesting itself too. Okay. All right. Who was graded the best offensively? PFF, their grading scale. Who was graded best?
Jones.
Luther Burden was graded. Luther Burden third was a 93% on best offensive player, followed by Colston Loveland at 88.7, Roma Dunze at 77.8, Caleb Williams at 76.8, and then Drew Dalman 76.4. Okay. On the defense, who scored the best? Who graded the best?
Byard or
that got to be Edmonds, right?
Tremaine Edwards scored an 83.4, but there's one player who actually played better than him by PFF standards.
No. Great. Javon Dexter.
Javon Dexter scored an 83.6. He was he led the way in the Bears he had tackles, he had QB hits, he did all type of stuff. So that was a really interesting game for him. That Javon Dexter was probably one of our standouts on the defensive line. Followed by Tremaine Edmonds, and then Tyreek Stevenson with a 79.8, Dominic Robinson with a 74.1, and Montez Sweat with a 72.7. He woke up a little bit. Now on the other side of the coin, who did the worst on offense?
Jonas Jackson.
Nope.
No.
Who did the best last week?
Was it Darnell Wright?
Darnell Wright did the worst on offense with a grade of 46.6. Guess who's the second worst?
John Jackson.
Nope.
Braxton Jones.
No.
Joe Tooney with a 59.7.
Really?
Yes. Who did third? Can you guys figure out what guy who should not be in the damn game running the damn ball did third?
One guy.
Swift.
Monungai got 63%. Yes. Fourth were two tight ends. One was Cole Komet. The other one was Durham Smythe. Okay, so and now the defense worst grades.
Sure.
No.
Grady Jarrett was third with a 40.8.
Yep, because that penalty. Right.
Think about someone with Deshaun Wright was not. I would have thought that too. So has a very famous wife. Very famous wife.
Jonathan Owens.
Jonathan Owens scored a 29.4 by PFF grading. Shamar Stewart was second with a 30%.
Oh, Turner?
Yeah.
Shamar Turner. Yep. Grady Jarrett was third, 40.8. Daniel Hardy was 44.1, and Noel Sewell was 44.2. But he should get extra points if you're taking out CD Lamb. So
he's just bad. He's just bad in pass pro. I mean, passing. He's bad in coverage. He's not a good
yes, he's bad in coverage. So is the same thing with Jonathan Owens, who's more of a strong safety than he is a free safety, and he gets put in all places. So you kind of get stuck knowing that how the defense that they're going to run. It is what it is, though. So before we close the chapter on this, does this give you guys hope for the season?
Okay,
Yeah.
what's next? What's the next? What's after the Raiders?
Bye week.
Commanders.
Commanders.
Bye week after this.
Commanders.
Commanders.
Saints.
That's 3-3. That's 3-3 or 4-2. I can see that.
3-3. Who do you have was losing to?
Maybe the Commanders, but I don't know. That's maybe. That's maybe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Ravens, we might have a legitimate shot. Their defense looks terrible.
We ain't got no shot at the damn Ravens.
No, they're going. If we keep it close, Derrick Henry will probably fumble the ball.
Their defense looks terrible. Now that could be a Roquan Smith.
So you guys are drinking the Kool-Aid right now.
I am drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying is we're probably gonna lose the game, but I'm more optimistic about that game that we won't get killed. It might be close.
No, we're gonna get killed. We can't stop the run.
Yeah,
listen, I've seen crazier things happen with the Bears. Trust and believe. I've seen crazy things happen.
With wins?
Losses too.
Yeah, but mostly losses. Yeah, I can believe you losses, but I don't believe you've seen crazy things with wins. So here we go. So the Bears could play the Raiders. There's a good possibility they could win that game, right? Could they beat the Commanders? I mean, Commanders probably be favored because it's at the Commanders. They'll be favored, but could they win?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Monday Night Football too. They can win that.
Saints?
They definitely.
Oh, that's definitely a win.
Okay. Ravens probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
Browns.
So we have three out of 4 games are winnable. Then the Bengals.
Winnable.
Yes.
Without Joe Burrow, right?
Yes. No Joe Burrow.
But you have to have your DBs back because or Jamar Chase.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta make sure our DBs are back. We gotta make sure they're healthy.
But could you win it?
Yeah.
Possibly. Okay.
They're
Giants.
Yes.
We're gonna have to see how this Jackson Dart guy is, though.
Fuck that. Yes, we could beat the Giants.
No,
yes,
we
can. Yes, we can.
So going into the game against the Vikings, November 16th, it's a possibility that we're 6-2 or 5-3. Does everything you say there's no way in hell?
I think it's possible. That's possible.
We just went through hell. I mean, our line has to be able to block. We have to be able to run the ball, so we need another running back. But saying that we could be 6-2, 5-3 going into, Vikings again, that'd be very interesting. Now imagine if we would have won that game.
Yeah, probably.
He's sitting at
7-1.
Right now.
We were 2-1. We're looking at possibly 6 or 7 wins possibly going into a game that's interesting before we have to play the Vikings, the Steelers, the Eagles, the Packers. That's going to be in the Browns. That's going to be, and then the Packers again. That's it. The 49ers and Lions.
That's a gauntlet.
Yeah.
So we have to get as many wins as possible.
That's worse than last year. That's a gauntlet.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah. This team has to start to come together. We have to be able to figure out what we are on defense. We have to figure out what we are on offense. What do you expect to happen this week for the Raiders? At the Raiders with a big pro Chicago fan base.
I think this would be a perfect opportunity to try to at least get the running game going. I mean, we saw a glimpse
of who's going to run the damn ball.
We got to figure out somebody.
Anybody.
Somebody, but we're going to have to figure it out because, like I said, in order for us to
this offense to work,
we got to run the ball. Can't keep going back to throwing 50 to 60 times a game and expect us to win. So we have to
stop trying to get DJ Moore to run the damn ball. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It don't work. It doesn't work. And we already saw what happened.
It could work, but he'll get hurt.
Yeah, he's gonna get hurt. That's the main thing.
I hate this.
Please, I'll say this. Please, Colston Loveland plays this game. Get him more involved in the offense, please. You like I said, yeah. Get him more. Like you said, Luther Burden was just coming out party this past game. Get Colston Loveland the ball. He's a good route runner. Caleb, like the first play of the game, he hit him, and then the next two time he threw to him, one was over his head out of bounds, and the other one got him hurt.
That's what Caleb does. But does that surprise you? You're asking for Colston Loveland to get involved in the game plan, but you can't do that with getting Luther Burden and get involved in the game plan. This has been my problem since the beginning of the season, right? Since the draft, I said you can't because they both can't be on the field at the same time. Mm-hmm. So you're either doing one or the other all the time. That's the issue.
I'm okay with that. I mean, one of them gets off. That's a plus for us. I mean, I like I said, I would love for everybody to get a chance to get the ball in their hands and see what they do with it. But I mean, like I said, we can take what we get at this point. Like Burden went off this past game. It's a good coming out party for the tight end group. Not only just Loveland, but Komet.
Komet still, as I said, one of our all-time leading tight ends in Bears history.
Yeah. So, but that's my thing. Just if you can get the running game going. And like I said, as far as the defensive side, get pressure on Geno Smith. He's been terrible this year. Other than the week one, he's been terrible. So get him under pressure, and that's a key to success. Get them under pressure. So,
yeah. Well, on this channel, we have known to hate on Caleb Williams a little bit. So when he does well, we have to give him his flowers. Right now, through 3 games, he's passing the ball at about 63 to almost 64%, which is not good. That's inaccurate. But he has over 715 yards. He has over 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. 3 games, 6 sacks. So that's less than 2 sacks a game now. Yeah. So he's averaging over 235 yards per game. So he is doing well with averaging a rating of 107.6. He's doing okay. He's doing well. He's not at savior type of level, and I hope as long as he doesn't try to be that guy, I think that he'll do just fine.
Yeah. Outside of Prince's first game, he didn't do anything like some superhero ball outside of the first game at the second half.
That's true. Who is the Bears? Give me the top 5 leading receivers this year so far.
Rome's number 1.
How many more targets do you think he has than the next guy?
10.
He has 11 more targets than DJ Moore. He has 4 extra catches.
Well, I think people are starting to. They said on the broadcast. I mean, people are starting to view Rome Odunze as the number 1 receiver now. So that's
is that a problem when we have a number 1 receiver who doesn't catch fluidly?
No, I don't think it's a problem. I do think that I think if you establish with getting DJ Moore the ball first, then that could open things up for Rome.
Does
But
that mean
like,
that he should be the number one?
who should?
That DJ Moore should be the number one. If you need to establish him first to open up the game,
He probably should be the number one. But right now, I mean, like I said, we're not on the sidelines. So I think with Caleb is more comfortable. They came in, like I said it last episode, they came through the same draft class together. He has more rapport with him. So like I said, I'm not mad at it. But like I said, I was looking at the all 22 this earlier today. DJ Moore's route running is Ben Johnson has DJ Moore running like really crisp routes.
superb. He's open.
Routes.
He's open 70% of the time. Like literally, he's wide open.
He's doing stutter step. He's doing stops and goals, like all type of stuff. Like he's got him doing. So his route tree is expanding.
Mhm.
So I mean, like I said, for Caleb, for this offense to work, he has to spread the ball around. I mean, he has to. I mean, Rome is your number. If he's your number one, that's fine. But I need to see at least 5 to 7 targets for DJ. Maybe 3 or 4 to Loveland and Komet. Maybe 4 to Zacchaeus. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this offense they left a lot of meat on the bone against Dallas. And like I said, with these defenses, with these winnable games coming up, you can establish that connection with these guys. But if you just keep playing buddy ball with Rome, that's going to cause a lot of friction in that locker room. I'll tell you that right now. So he needs probably to just establish that rapport with his other guys on the field. But that comes with time.
This is how the targets go. So Roma Odunze has 27 targets. DJ Moore has 16. Zacchaeus has 16, even though he doesn't play half as much. DeAndre Swift has 12. Kokomet has 7. Luther Burden and Loveland each have 6, and Monunga has 5. Why do Luther Burden and Loveland have 6 each, both? Because they're treating them like they're the same guy. They can't have them both on the field. So they're going to get split numbers the entire season.
Yeah.
Well, I think also, too, while the flea flicker may have worked,
It looked awful.
Like Swift almost threw it over his head.
That was horrible. Like that was a horrible pass.
What helped us is, and like once again, watching all 22, when Luther Burden's in the game and like Roma Dunze and DJ Moore is out of the game, the defense is going to expect run.
Mm-hmm.
Run. That's what made that play work, was because they respected Luther Burden's in the game, their receivers are not in the game, it's probably going to be a run. So, like I said, in that regard, if you can switch it up, having maybe on a play like that, switching it up, then that could open up things for your other guys. But like I said, because they're going to expect DJ Moore's not out there, Roma Dunze is not out there, this is most likely going to be a run play. But it was good that they executed it. Caleb threw a dot. He threw a seed. I mean, even Swift didn't help him out. But like I said, plays like that, Ben Johnson hasn't evolved. He's got to get better at executing more smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question for you. What the hell's going on with Roschon Johnson?
They don't trust him. And he's injury prone.
Except, but they trust Monunga, who is also injured, but they don't trust Roschon Johnson.
He has too many concussions issues, so they probably just trying to prohibit him from getting another concussion because of how aggressive he plays.
Why would an NFL's team ever stop or pretend like they care?
That's my only thing. I mean, I don't like I said, I'm not a trainer. I'm just saying, like, for me, that speaks volumes to him only playing special teams. They don't want him in that backfield. And like I said, he has that concussion thing on his helmet. So like I said, he's had like 3 or 4 concussions over this first 3 years. So they could be just trying to limit him to
Isn't this his third year?
Third year, yeah.
He's only played 2 years, and this is not why he was out, guys. Roschon's out because of his foot. Right now, what I'm hearing is his foot injury has been lingering, and they're afraid to have him put too much pressure on it. And don't be surprised if he does take over, because he has had no carries this season. They might be holding him out until after the bye, so they don't have to bring anyone up. But don't be surprised if Roschon Johnson takes over game 4, game 5 of this season. So keep your eyes out for Roschon Johnson.
You don't think that they're looking at, especially if the Jets or any of these teams that are losing, could put Brees Hall or anybody on the trading block?
You are literally in, if you think Brees Hall's the one that they're gonna trade, then you are in la la land.
It's going to be like Isaiah Davis. It's going to be that. If they're going to trade anyone, it's Isaiah Davis.
They're going to hold on to Brees Hall and they're going to hold on to Braylon Allen.
It's going to be
and Brees Hall, guys, has a lot of carries and is doing a really good job there. So just recognize that he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
You just been hoping and praying. But do you know what his stats are? Have you looked that up?
I have not looked up his stats.
I think it's like 4.5 yards carry.
He's actually really close. Aaron, you're pretty close. So if I could bring up their running back stats, because we need running backs, right?
Yeah.
So he has 38 carries for 157 yards, 4.1 average, 0 fumbles, 0 touchdowns. All right.
Yeah.
He is way ahead of anyone else. No one else is even close to him. Braylon Allen has 14 carries.
Yeah.
So it's literally 38 to 14. They're giving him the ball so much more. So don't be surprised when we turn around. Brees Hall is also the second leading receiver too.
Yeah.
They need receiver help as well. They need receiver help out there.
Who you gonna give him? Who you gonna give him?
Listen, I wouldn't give nobody up, but I know with the emergence, I'm telling you what I've been reading, depending on what goes on, and hopefully this doesn't happen with DJ Moore's contract, they're gonna say that the Bears can put DJ Moore on a trading block if Luther Burden continues to ascend, trending up, that they could possibly try to move DJ Moore to get like maybe an edge rusher or something. I don't know how that would look.
I believe that DJ Moore doesn't get more involved in offense, that he will request a trade. But the Bears don't need to do it because you need two good receivers. Look at every single team that has in our division or in football, they have two good receivers. I don't believe Roma Dunze is a very sure-handed receiver. He bobbles the ball a lot. And Luther Burden and DJ Moore are the same guy. But I think Luther Burden is going to take another year. And the Bears have to decide they're going to be a 12 personnel guy or they're going to be an 11 personnel person with 3 receivers. Until they make the decision, we don't know what to do. Because they also could go ahead and trade Cole Kmet. But I do believe either Cole Kmet or DJ Moore will not be on this team by the end of the year. One of them won't be on there because they're the biggest chips that we have in a redundant position.
It all depends on how we look at by the deadline, though. What our record looking like and all that stuff.
If we're 5-3,
I don't see them trading anybody if it's 5-3.
Even if they have a problem at running back and they realize they don't have anyone to be back there.
See, so what team you gonna trade Cole Kmet and DJ Moore to, and what running back you gonna get in return?
Well, you can go young guy. You can say if you give up DJ Moore, you can go get Braylon Allen.
They're not giving up Braylon Allen for DJ Moore.
For DJ Moore, they would in a second. Another team that really looking for a receiver. The Texans.
Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs. But the Chiefs don't have nothing you want. But the Texans are really looking for a receiver.
Even though they drafted like 3 of them in the past 2 drafts.
And none of them are good, right?
Well, that whole team was a dumpster fire right now. So,
if they're trying to do something, maybe they do that. They got a running back. They have lots of defensive ends.
Speaking of the Texans, they released C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yes, they
now,
did.
I don't know what's the deal with Kyler Gordon here, but Dennis Allen used to coach C.J. Gardner-Johnson in New Orleans. Would that be a something you would look into if you were Poles and company, or you're kind of still trying to figure out the locker room situation, so you don't bring like a high personality guy like that into your locker room.
He's a safety, and I don't think I need safety right now.
Yeah,
I need a cornerback.
not.
He played nickel. He played nickel in Dennis Allen's system, though. He did. He played nickel.
He's older.
Yeah, that's true.
He's older though.
So, do I really want an older guy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I really want right now.
Okay.
So that's where I am. But I wouldn't mind. Henry 202, 2022. Daniel Hunter. What if it's Daniel Hunter and a running back?
Don't they got a left tackle? Don't they got a Cam?
They don't have any left tackle.
Ursary. Isn't it Ursary?
Yeah, Ursary. Yeah. But they're not going to trade a rookie left tackle after they just got rid of a left tackle. That's the left tackle that I told them to get last year in the draft. I already told you to get that guy. How many times can I say the same thing with him and draft him? You messed that up.
Yeah.
What about what's his name? The running back from Texans.
Dameon Pierce?
That hasn't played yet. Dameon Pierce is interesting. I'm thinking more about.
No, he's a good running back, but the thing is, like, with Mixon and Chubb.
But do they trade Joe Mixon and say we're gonna stick with Nick Chubb?
No, that's why I'm asking for Dameon Pierce, because he's the youngest of three. He's the youngest.
Would you not want Nick Chubb? What if they said Nick Chubb, and Daniel Hunter, both for DJ Moore? Would you do that?
I think we would probably do that, but I don't think they would do that.
Joe Mixon, who's not playing right now, and Daniel Hunter, who is 31 years old.
Oh.
I don't think that.
A 29-year-old running back who's not playing, and Daniel Hunter, who's 31 years old, that's costing all this money, and you're not doing anything. And you have their backups already ready to go.
They're probably going to ask for maybe more than just DJ Moore, though.
I wouldn't give you more than DJ Moore.
Well, this is probably going to be a no deal. I'm just this is me. I think that would be for this is for me. I think that would be obviously a good deal for us, but for them, giving them two guys, okay, they like I said, he's 31 and then Joe Mix is 29. So they still have a lot more problems than just receiving. They got offensive line problems. They got all type of stuff. So I don't know if that would work. You
traded your left tackle. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to take some time.
Yeah. They have a left tackle, but what else? They have probably one of the weakest.
They have a whole lot of problems over there.
They have one of the weakest interiors.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what's going on down there. So
I don't know. Maybe Caleb Johnson, because he's officially done already.
I don't want him on there. If he's gonna make mental lapses like that, then I'm good. No. Like I said, we had an opportunity to draft him in the draft. We didn't get him. So I mean, it's probably somebody out there right now that we can probably I wanted Brian Robinson. Obviously with the 49ers. That's who I wanted. But like I said,
he's getting no play.
Yeah.
And it means they're doing really good, so maybe he's not the answer. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Rendo?
These are all questions.
Yeah. These are all questions too. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to switch this up a little bit, guys. I want to talk about waiver wire pickups. This has been a big season. Your fantasy football season probably is starting to make shape right now, and you're starting to see who could be good, who could not be good. I'm gonna give you a few guys to be looking after. The number one guy, there should be no question who the number one guy is right now, right?
Yeah.
Trey Benson has to be your number one guy.
I got Trey Benson. I got him. 50%
rostered right now. He is going to be with James Conner out for the season with the foot injury. He's going to be the number one guy going there. He's going to a team that's 2-1 that needs to run the ball. Trey Benson might be a special player for you. If you grabbed him already, you're great. If you're looking for someone, you need to make sure that he's not out there because he might be someone you need to have. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go Now, for someone who's a little bit interesting, what do you guys think about Tyquan Thornton?
I like him.
I like him.
I was looking at him.
He was drafted, even though he was drafted even though he was a Bill Belichick draft pick. I think he's actually pretty good since he's actually got an actual shot to be an actual receiver, an actual team.
Or just being on a team that with a quarterback who's so good he makes everyone better around him.
Yeah,
and he has all the physical traits.
Yeah. I got some guys too. I was looking at also, but Thornton is a good one.
Okay. What about Tajay Spears?
I'm kind of off on him.
He's eligible to return week 5. Tennessee Titans are not doing great. They'll have an opportunity to have him there. Could you pick him up right now for 1 week, have him for next week?
You could do that.
You could,
see what kind of it develops into.
He could, but he's pretty much they have two Tony Pollards. He's another Tony Pollard.
No, I think Tajay Spears is better. I think he's a better. Tony Pollard does not know how to run between the tackles, so I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
What about Jeremy McNichols? Which I've been saying for now. This is now the third week I've said Jeremy McNichols because I believe he's going to be the guy who takes over the running back.
Yeah, he's gonna. That'll be a good pickup right now, especially right now. Be a very good pickup.
Yeah, with no Eckler.
He had a pretty decent game this past week.
Yeah, Bill doing a good job, and Ja'Cory Bill, Krosky Moret is doing fine, but I do believe you're gonna have you need a knuckles guy, and Jeremy McNichols is that guy. I think Chris Rodriguez is also gonna have opportunity, but I think Jeremy McNichols is the guy for me.
Yeah.
You realize he's owned 8% right now, guys. Yeah. He's available in 92% of the leagues.
Yeah.
And he played 86% of the snaps. That's the kind of guy I want. Someone who's on the field enough for me to want to have him. So
I think, speaking of running backs, I think another guy you could probably pick up is Blake Corum.
Yep.
Blake Corum.
So Kyrie Williams is obviously the number one, but Blake Corum is getting the ball about 6 to 8 times a game on a team that has to run the ball because they need to keep Matt Stafford healthy. Yeah, there's alive. And that team, which I picked to go to the Super Bowl for the NFC, I picked that team. I still believe they now know. They just in Philadelphia. They now know they won that game. The special teams lost it. They can beat them.
They could beat them.
They can beat that team, and there's no
the
doubt.
The Eagles didn't win. The Eagles didn't win that. The Rams just lost it. That's how that does.
Teams, man.
Yeah, it was a block party this weekend.
Yeah,
it was. It surely was. Okay.
And it brought so much joy.
Yeah. Thank you, Browns.
Thank you, Browns. That's why he's a hater.
Yeah, Browns. Now I'm top tier one.
Thank you, Browns.
Tier one.
All right. What about some wide receivers? Have you seen anything specific? Trey Tucker has been doing a really good job in the Raiders.
Yes,
he's going against the Bears again. Do you think that's a big pickup?
That's a good pickup for right now, especially with our secondary.
He's their one now.
Our secondary is kind of still in shambles a little bit. Trey Tucker could be a good pickup, but the Raiders like to throw the ball a lot, so that could be a good pickup for your team. Another guy is,
but for here, this when you're owned less than 15%, and you have 90% snap rate. That means 90% of the time you're on the field. That's the guy you want.
That's potential. That's potential that can be a breakout game waiting to happen. So
you say he's the number one guy? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers is pretty much done with that place. He's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin.
Yeah. It depends on if Bo Nix is on that game.
Yeah. But I think Troy Franklin's an interesting thing. I think
he's the two. He's the two.
Okay. Maybe. Maybe.
Because you still got Mims out there.
Exactly, because I think Mims might be the two because he's more important to stretch the field. So I think that Franklin's more of a 3. I think someone like Jalen Coker could be a better pick overall for you. You saw what happened with Carolina Panthers are doing. He's able to come out. I think he comes back week 5, right?
Yeah,
So this might be a guy that you're looking at trying to grab a little early before everyone's looking around. You know, that might be somebody. And then we also got Luther Burden. We just talked about our team.
Luther Burden. He just had a breakout game, and
9% owned.
Raiders pass defense is not that good, so there could be another schemed up performance for him. So I'm looking for that. Could be a good pickup for him. I think I just did pick him up on my for this week coming up against the Raiders. And another
teams.
Yeah, and then one more guy. You talk about him. You've been talking about him since the season started. Tennessee Titans. Io Minor. Was this Io Minor?
Yep.
Elmaynor.
You've been talking about him
He's been on my team since the beginning. He's been on my dynasty team. I grabbed him really early, and I like what they have there. He's going to continue to take more and more targets away from everybody else. Don't be surprised by the end of the season when he's the number 1.
Yeah, I won't be surprised because he's a good. Well, if I remember, he's a good receiver, but he's like 20. He's 20 right now, right?
Yep, he's young.
Yeah.
He's very young.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go tight ends. Who do you guys like at tight end? Well, let's take the easy one out the way. I say it likely, guys.
He's bad.
You saw what Mark Andrews did. He's coming back. If he's supposed to come back next week, you need to get Isaiah Likely. I've been having on my IR spot and carrying his butt for a long time because I think Likely's going to get the ball.
And he'll do a lot better with that football.
Yep. And he's you're going to see him in a lot of 12 personnel, but they still basically he's a wide receiver anyway. So it works for them.
Yeah.
You guys got anyone else? I got one.
Hell fan. Okay.
Juwan Johnson from New Orleans also. We talked about him last week.
Juwan Johnson is actually over 50% owned right now.
Yeah.
What if I told you Brendan Strange is only 10% owned right now?
Really?
Strange, huh?
Really?
Strange is still only 10% owned right now.
He's their starter, right?
Yep, and he is right now. It's crazy. He is the top pass catcher for the Jags.
Top pass catcher for the Jets?
For the Jaguars.
For the Jags.
Oh yeah.
13 receptions, 137 yards. He's had over three grabs in each one of the games. I think that he might be someone that you're at the end of the season. He's almost a tight end 1. You know, right now he's your backup guy, but he could be a tight end 1 that you could grab and might pop off for you.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the deeper league that you're looking at?
Ertz is. I know we talked about Ertz a couple weeks ago, but Ertz is still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okonkwo from the Titans.
Okay.
In my league, he's still out there. Okonkwo from the Titans.
Mm-hmm. What about this? What if I told you at running back, I like Hassan Haskins maybe, especially after losing Najee Harris for the year?
Yeah, he's out for the year.
Yeah, he tore his ACL. No, it's Achilles.
His Achilles. So Hassan Haskins might get the ball, especially in a backfield that's with a rookie. He's going to get I want to guess 35% of the snaps, 40% of the snaps, something like that. It goes 65, 35.
Be the power back now
compared to Omari and Hampton. So I think that might be good, and he also gets the ball out of backfield. He's
also one of their returners.
Exactly. So if you have return yards, I think Haskins is going to work on multiple levels.
Yeah.
So as you get into these deep leagues and you don't have as many options, Hassan Haskins might be someone you want to grab and stash and see what happens, because as I said, rookies usually hit rookie wall.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. QB guys, you guys got anyone for the QB?
For the QB, now, like I said, they just they just benched Russell for Jackson Dart, but I don't know. think
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't think against the Chargers defense, he's probably gonna have a good game. So it'll probably be a bad week to pick him up. Another quarterback, like I don't know, like Daniel Jones. How many teams own? How many percentage that people own Daniel Jones? But he's been on a tear on these last few games. Since the start of the season, he's been on a tear.
So here's how I go right now. I think Geno Smith is probably the number one guy you're going to be looking at, right?
Yeah.
Jackson Dart's probably your number two guy you're looking at, and then Tua, who's only 9% rostered, could probably be your number three. But don't be surprised. Don't be afraid to go Carson Wentz. I think he's going to have another really big week.
Is the Vikings facing this week again?
I don't even remember, but I know that I feel like their offense when it's on, you have a quarterback can get the ball to him.
Wait, is it Addison coming back this week?
Yes, Addison's going to be back this week. Yeah, because this is week 4. So Addison should be back this week, and they're going against the Steelers, I believe.
And they still have Thielen too. So that could be still, and they still have a decent running game. So that right there is a recipe for success. And Steelers defense is not that good this year.
Actually, question: is Thielen the 3? I think he's the 4.
He's the 3.
Naylor plays because Naylor plays very well.
Well, he's probably the 4 right now because of he don't know the
No, he does know this plays, and I think Thielen will be the 3 coming out because now you need a guy who's more possession receiver because you have 2 guys that are going to be top tier.
So Addison will be a guy you could pick up right now, especially if JJ's getting double teamed and safety over the top. Addison could probably be a good
if he's available. He's not available in most leagues. What about Brayshaw Tootin? He's been getting the ball a lot. What do you guys think about him?
He's a good backup running back, but
he's 39% owned. He's been getting the ball a lot.
Getting the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use him. I mean, anybody could use them, especially if you get the usage. The usage is up there, so that could be someone you can possibly, like I said, the more times you to the 90% for one of the guys, you're on the field and you're getting touches. The possibility of it having a big game goes up, skyrockets. So just having them on your team, you got that in the bag.
Okay, I like it. Okay, all right. That is all I got for the waiver wire guys for now. And then if you guys are in a redraft league and you're looking for defenses, just find the teams that are going to go against New Orleans.
Because oh my gosh, they're playing the most dink and dunk strategy I ever seen.
And then what that does is allows you to do whatever you want.
They don't trust Rattler, man.
And it's for good reason. They're trying to keep. I understand why they're doing it for good reason.
Oh,
that's stupid.
Quick point. With the Saints. Speaking of the Saints, there could be. Would you trade for Alvin Kamara if he became available? No. Okay.
It's too old.
Kendra Miller.
Kendra Miller would be interesting. I don't think they'll give him up. I think that would be very.
What's the name? I like him more than Kamara.
Well, obviously, but Kendra Miller is the guy. So, like, he's the one who's the next one up. Kamara is like going to fall out at some point.
Yeah, he's like 31, but he's ancient in running back. I'm surprised he's still playing pretty well.
Agreed. But look at the Broncos, look at the Bills for your defenses. Those are the ones that you probably be in.
Patriots
playing the Patriots.
They have a good defense.
Steelers.
No, Patriots don't score enough points for your defense.
Steelers.
Going against Minnesota, I don't like that.
No, not.
I don't like that right now.
Well, I think they'll be good. Patriots will be good when Christian Gonzalez probably comes back because he's hurt. So
I'm looking at the Broncos, the Bills, the Chargers,
Lions.
We're facing.
I don't know because I know why you're saying that. The Browns, and you probably score decent points because of the Browns. I know it's just hard because the Lions could lose against the Browns.
That defense ridiculous. That defensive line is ridiculous.
You know why?
Miles
best
Garrett.
defensive end in the damn league.
Miles
Miles.
And
Garrett.
he gave him like two good D tackles.
And they got Mason Graham. Like Mason Graham is also a stud rookie.
They're better because Miles Garrett has to be blocked by 3 people or he destroys your play.
Yeah.
If you really watch football,
Yeah,
I know this is a Bears show. If you really watch football, Miles Garrett gets blocked by 3 people every play. Any play he doesn't get blocked by 3 people, he makes it.
He makes the play.
Did you hear what they said? What the Packers said about Miles Garrett?
What did he say?
Said, I game plan for him more than any other defensive player I've ever game planned for.
Yeah.
Because if you run towards him, he stops you. You do anything around him, he sacks you. He is it.
Yeah, and you hear how thanks to him how much Mason Graham. You see how much Mason Graham's pressure rate was with him on the floor, with him on the field.
Because you have to triple team him. They literally they'll say
it allows them to get one and
tackle, tight end. You got one guy.
Yeah.
Somebody got to chip him.
All they need is someone competent on the other side, and they will always get to them. And we saw in that game, they weren't since he's out there, all the pressure came from.
I seen that.
Exactly. Miles Garrett got this inside rush that is going viral. He said, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" Oh man,
That defense is amazing.
But it's because of Miles Garrett. There's not even a question. And I can't wait to talk to you, Alec, because he is so wrong. And when he came and said to me that TJ Watt's a better defensive end than Miles Garrett, I said, "You're stupid."
No, TJ Watt is a
pass rusher. He's a pass rusher. I don't even know if he's a better pass rusher, but he's a pass rusher. Miles Garrett is the best defensive end that we've seen in the last decade. And it's not close.
Do you want to send it back soon?
Better than Prime Mac? Better than Prime Mac?
Yes.
Miles Garrett is the best defensive end I've seen since Reggie White.
Damn.
Where you can't block him. You put one player on him, he destroys your play. And that's who they're going against. And if you don't believe me, go ask Green Bay.
Yeah.
They're like, I love Michael Parsons. And then they look at Miles Garrett, they're like,
They got him. Holy shit.
So, well, that is our show this week. We've gone through our hour. We did our waiver wire things. We did our Bears breakdown, but we haven't done one last thing. I want to know a score for this game. What you guys got? Grant, you go first.
Bears win 27-20.
Bears win 30-17.
I also have the Bears winning 30-23.
Good thing's gonna be a close game to the end, bro.
I don't.
I think the Bears are up 2 touchdowns and then they scored a touchdown at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Be like the throwaway touchdown at the end of the game.
All right, guys. That is our show. We will be back here tomorrow on Dynasty Pylon having fun. And then on Sunday, we'll be there for the morning spike. And then right back here on Tuesday, talk about Bears win against the Raiders. Can't wait for Brian the Grizzly, Baron, Grant the Cub. We all will see you guys next week.
The Bears.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so